This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. He'll start this drive firing. Snagged out of the air. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They'll run it from the gun. Breaks into the open. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Give to the tailback. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
The Yellow Jackets now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Under fire. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got him downfield. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Gives it on the option. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
On 2nd down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to 3rd down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the first down on 2nd down. We don't need 3rd downs.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Off from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little time with his feet. Turning it on. goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing, I've got man covered.
They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
Well, this defense received a lot of well-earned accolades after registering 4 sacks last week. They've put everybody on notice, and they're doing it again here early, already registering a sack in this one.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Looking to scramble. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Makes the catch. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27. Motion from the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it set up on the outside. There he goes. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's high. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. Offense set on first down. Looking for room. It's Hawkins. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to pass. That's reeled in. It's Griffin. Oh, he got loose. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
A nice catch, way to get your feet down, and your reward is 0 yards.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. grabbed over the middle. It's high.
It's a nice job running the end route there by the receiver. The best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Wants to keep it in the air. Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
The Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Grabbed in the middle. It's Paul. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. And the Longhorns will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Smells it. Needed one more turn of the legs to get it in there, and he's denied just inches away from the touchdown.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down in the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. Trying to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown! It's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Offense rolls back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Nice move to pick up yardage. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them.
Oh, it's picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And how How about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
Unleashes one. A strike downfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Gets it out fast. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Here comes the offense on second down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
They get him down, tough run, picks up 4, they'll mark it at the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They feed him again. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. And the Longhorns trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Looking to throw on first down. Completes it in the middle. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's 4th down. 4th down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on 4th down. Snapped it in the shotgun. Touchdown, Texas! Fit it in the window for the score. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They really need to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. block better? How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. He just couldn't hold his water long enough in the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Got it. 3:25.
Looking for a gap. It's Griffin. Jumped on top of the pile. The Longhorns want to move quickly.
At the 11-yard line. 2nd down.
Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on 2nd down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They've built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical. They get the sack on this play, and that's just what they needed.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Never a doubt. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Western Kentucky is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These toppers have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's still a 1-score game. They're trailing by 8 to UAB. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Under fire. Makes the grab. It's Moran. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on 2nd down. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. They've been steamrolled so far in this first half, David, but maybe a little positive momentum to take to the locker room.
Right, and I like you got the first down of the drive. So maybe you can build on this now. I would play with some tempo, obviously getting closer to halftime here. Maybe create some momentum, get a score here, and cut into this lead.
And the Yellow Jackets come to the line in the hurry-up. Second down, he'll throw it. Puts it out of the air. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he slides after picking up the first down, but there is a penalty flag. Let's see who it's against. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. First down here for the offense. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Moves around to clear up the vision. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
After the incompletion, it's second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He'll try to do it himself. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
And the Yellow Jackets can really attack on this second and short. Oh, he's got a chance. He'll step out of bounds. He's at the 33-yard line.
And this is an offense that really relies on its running game on that second down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a first.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Still looking on the move. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Man, another negative play for this offense. You've had the turnovers. You're throwing in the sacks. Like, they've got to do something better. They got to protect their quarterback, and they got to take care of the football. There's step 1 and 2.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Gets it to him on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen. screen passes, it just never developed. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And the try is no good. Well, that's the way it goes sometimes. Missed field goal, still down by 24.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but they left some points off the scoreboard there.
Looking to throw on first down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one.
Oh, he's got some space. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
To the ground. He's got it again. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And after your defense just went out there and gave them a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. And they were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quickly complete. On the move at the 30. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Slams it ahead. Good, solid tackle.
The 2-point attempt is no good.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
Texas.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Wants to go up top on first down. The quick out. They got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. The Longhorns are in the hurry-up.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats.
Breaks into the And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
Yeah, and this offense has had their way with this defense, and they've had a lot of success. And I tell you what, if this defense wants any chance of coming back, they better get physical and stop the run, because right now, this offense is having their way.
Looking to throw on first down. Going for it all. Intercepted deep in his own end. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far. And if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
From his end zone, he'll have to get rid of it. The throw to the outside is complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew to throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This one's complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding in zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Now facing third and short from their own 17. Sends it back in motion. Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on third. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to take off. Turning it on. Across the 30. Out of bounds at the 31-yard line. And they kick-started this drive with that one.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man there. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
The Yellow Jackets are moving quickly down the field. They go to the ground. Got room to work. He has the first and still on his feet. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Looking downfield on first down. Using the quick game. Getting closer and closer to midfield. Out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47. And the Yellow Jackets with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to fire on second down. Got the quick pass. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Yellow Jackets in the hurry up. Wants to throw on first down. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Yellow Jackets have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking downfield, it's Rivero. Skips away from pressure. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
Texas.
They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Pocket breaking down. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play. The Yellow Jackets send out the punt unit. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Special teams coming through as they pin them back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They'll keep it on the ground. Tackle is made at the 23. Let's call it a 5-yard pickup. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on first down. Looking deep. And the ball was knocked away incomplete, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's sort this one out. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. Well, they've put themselves in a hole. It's 1st and 20. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones. D linemen staying in their gaps. Linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They'll leave it with the lone back. Once again, finding nowhere to run against this defense. He's knocked down immediately.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Makes the grab. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
The kick is on its way. Fields the punt and try to pick up some yards.
The returner is tackled down at the 42, and the Georgia Tech offense will take over 1st and 10.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll send the back in motion. They'll throw again after the incompletion. This time he's got it. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the 2nd half.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. You just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
And the Yellow Jackets with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Trying to make magic with his feet. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The Yellow Jackets headed quickly to the line. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. And the Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down.
And listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But, you know, get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. That's still a successful play.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
Well, the good news is after that 2nd pick of the 3rd quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that if this guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the 1st period of the 2nd half.
And it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the 2nd half. You need your quarterback to play smarter.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. He's looking to throw. Unloads it left. And it's knocked away and incomplete, denying a big play on the final snap of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming up. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Wants to go up top. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
Just couldn't quite hook up on that last pass play. Now it's third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. They're setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play.
Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
He had nowhere to go with the football. Fourth down. You know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw it big? It's fourth down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. On a critical third down here in the fourth quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Give to the running back. There he goes! And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. After getting moved back, it's 1st and 20. Wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Griffin. He's down to the 37-yard line, and that's where he goes out of bounds. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
So now it's 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. Back to pass on second down. Got it behind the line. It's Hendricks. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover, and you saw a great example of it with that running back.
Trying to move the sticks on third down.
42 Spider. 42 Spider. Black 24.
Wants to throw it. Looking for a deep man. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He is going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter is sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
Soft spot in the middle. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. And the Yellow Jackets want to pick up the tempo.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
The Yellow Jackets with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Hauls it in. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
And the Yellow Jackets are moving quickly down the field.
Base 27 John.
Looking to throw on first down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas. And that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
Got his man to the left. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Using his feet to buy time. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
Yeah, and listen, that is awesome to see the guys continue to fight, continue to keep competing, because this game is over. Like, we don't need to fool y'all. We're not trying to get y'all to stick around and improve ratings. Like, the game's over, but you're continuing to fight. You powered in for the touchdown, and show your kids that we're going to always fight no matter what the score is.
Trying to pound their way in. And tackled there by the defense.
And these decisions to go for two, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
Gonna swing it on second down. Wide open downfield. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Texas! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. Texas fighting them through the air and on the ground, reminiscent of Colt McCoy's big day against A&M in 2009.
Yeah, just doing whatever they want. And this is a good spot to be. Listen, Texas gets a highly recruited kid at quarterback every single year. Can this be the guy that takes them to the next level? Today is a good day.
Texas.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his tight end.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Here's a heat. Slings it downfield. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
They'll try to get the first through the air. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 25. The Yellow Jackets will hustle to the line.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
Gets it out quickly. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
Quarterback extends the play. He's got it on the move. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. And the Yellow Jackets had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
Lining up to add another. Right down the middle. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Western Michigan is getting hammered right now. They are the nail, and that figurative mallet is just pounding them into the ground. What a bad look. They're trailing by 24 to Georgia Southern. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
Quickly out to the tight end.
Love the play call offensively because you've got the lead. The defense expects you to run the ball. You just did it the previous play, so there you dial up play action, set up an easy throw, and you keep the clock ticking.
Power football with the run. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to Peter.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the
ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Breaks into the open. He's at the 50. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners, takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
How about this? These guys are going for two. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Here comes the Texas offense. They'll give it to the back. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. The Longhorns have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. From the gun, the give, looking for room. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
And the Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that 3rd down and short.
And they'll take a knee on 4th down, happy with their performance so far, and they'll turn it over in the waning moments. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And in a 2-possession game, they'll take a knee. Defense can stop it a couple more times. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team come into fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.